Okay, so we're going to look at I'm Not in Love by 10cc. So before we start, I'm just going to talk about chords. This probably isn't for a total beginner. This is for someone who's starting to bar chords and wanting to know a little bit more knowledge, and it's a good little exercise to really get to know some of these chords. So I just want to start with two shapes, the E shape and the A shape. So the E, I want to establish some different colours of chords here. So we know E minor, we take that off. So that gives us a sad feel. Put it back on. That's your E major. E7 is taking your third finger off. Gives you that kind of like funky bluesy type of feel. So if I want an E minor 7, I would go minor 7. So you're left with this one on its own. So that's doing the minor and the 7 in this E shape. So where that comes into play is if you know the chromatic scale here, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, etc. all the way up to E. If I want a G sharp minor, I would place this on the G sharp on the 4th fret, place the E shape on because we're in the E shape. If I want the minor, I would treat this E shape the same way I would down here. So you take that off, that's a G sharp minor, place it back on, G sharp 7, G sharp minor 7 would both of them. Okay, so that's how you treat the E shape. Now I'll just talk briefly about the A shape. So you got an A, you got an A minor, you got an A7. Now you want an A minor 7, so you got to minor it and 7 it. So that's an A minor 7. Now if you learn the notes on the 5th string, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, etc. all the way up to A, that's your chromatic scale, just your notes in order really on the top. If you go to the 4th fret, that's a C sharp. If you play this A minor shape, this isn't called an A minor chord because that's an A minor chord. This is now got a new root, so it's a C sharp, so it's a C sharp minor. If I want a C sharp minor 7, take that little finger off, C sharp minor 7. Okay, so it's well worth knowing this chromatic scale. If you're new to this, then just work on that. Okay, I'm going to show you briefly where I put that into practice on the in the verse, because we've not done the intro yet. So if you look at the A to A minor, you could very easily do that open, but then you've got to do this big shift to this bar chord, this G sharp. So we're going to do the A as a fretted on the 5th string, 5th fret, as an E shape. So A, let's make me a bit bigger, an A minor. So you're treating this as an E shape, so you take this off to get the minor. And then G sharp minor 7, so G sharp is here on the 4th fret as this E shape, and we want to minor 7 it. And then G sharp 7, so you put this 2nd finger back on. And then C sharp minor is here on the 4th fret, but as an A minor shape. An A minor 7, take your little finger off. Really, with them 12 notes and then 4 types of chords, your minor, your 7, your minor 7, your major, you've basically learned 48 chords. You know, whenever you stumble across a song and it's got an E flat minor and you just dismiss it because it's too complicated, you just count up till you get to your E flat and then you put your A minor shape on. It's not so scary anymore. There's no difference between that E flat minor than there is playing a B minor, C minor, C sharp minor, D minor, D sharp minor, E flat minor, E minor. So it sounds hard at first. These chords sound hard, but really it's the same shape. You've only got a couple of shapes and you just move it back and forward. So that's 48 chords. I might do another video on 48 chords. Just give me a good idea. Okay, so the second part of this goes the same chords, but at the end of this verse, you've got this A. 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp minor to B. I'm doing the B as an A shape, so A sharp, B, bar it. and instead of doing this, I just use one finger to cover them, that A shape. And then you got, because I don't know how to write pushing a beat, I've just put this, I've come up with this way where I put this little minus sign before a chord. So that means you're pushing the beat. So what pushing the beat means is that you're coming in slightly before the strong beat. So if I was to play E to A, and then B minor to A, that's all on the beat. So E, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But what it's actually saying for the A is to push it, so it'd be like 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So you're anticipating that chord just a bit before you say the main count. Okay, so this /E means that you're pedaling that 6th string the whole way through this. That's your bass note. So when you see an A over E, it's an A with an E in the root. So it's nice this, because you can go. So you got this drone all the way through. So I was just doing that to accentuate the E so you could hear it. Okay, so that's pretty nice. And then you got a verse. The second time it does the verse, you just hold an E chord. And then you got this section here, which is A minor for 2 beats, D7, G to E minor for 2. Then A minor to D7, E for 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's pretty straightforward. That's the easiest part. Now let's look at this intro, which is A over B to B. I'll tell you what, I'll just zoom in on that. So A over B, you can play an A chord like this. So the over B, the /B means you need a B in the root. So if you think of A as your root, A sharp B, you need this note on the top string, 7th fret, as part of this chord. So a good way that a lot of jazz players play, they play the A like this, where instead of barring it, they just put this first finger on the 2nd string, and from there you can move this 3rd finger up, and what it does is it naturally mutes the 5th string, so you're not worrying about, you don't want to hear that 5th string open, you want to mute it. So that's an A over B to a B. So this is your root, and play an E bar chord on A over B to B. So you can sort of hear that change now, a bit of tension and then resolve. So that's what this intro's doing. And on the last bar, the B for half a beat, half the bar, 1, 2, and then G sharp, 3, 4. So G sharp over C. So your G sharp's there on the 4th fret, and your C's here on the 3rd. So you want this kind of shape. I'm just going to probably just play the G sharp, forget the over C, because it's probably a bit tricky to just get to that. Okay, so I'm going to go for this now. If you're stuck on any of that, go over it again. I'm going to go from this A over. So if you're enjoying the content that I'm creating, please subscribe. It'll help me to keep making more videos. B, you ready? A over B to B. A over B. And then B to G sharp major. A. Keep your picture upon the wall. It hides a nasty stain that's lying there. So don't you ask me to give it back. I know you know it doesn't mean that much to me. Okay, I don't know if you noticed, but sometimes there when I did the F sharp minor, I used the sort of E hack thing video that I did a while back to the B, where I'm not fully barring that. So it just gives it a nice ring to it if you're just doing it as an acoustic part. And sometimes on the A over B you just relieve that you're not barring because your hand strains through this song. So okay, hope you enjoyed that. Great song to play, never get bored of it. Thank you, bye.